Right, welcome to this lesson, and we are going to look at the file menu. Right, so let me launch my Adobe Illustrator in here so that we get into it. Okay, so I have my Adobe Illustrator. This one is the 2022 version. Right. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to look at, or we are going to look at the file menu. So let's first start by creating a new file in here. So I go with new file, or if you're using the old versions, you will see new document. Right. So I'll go with this custom size in here. That's 10 by 10 inches. You can see the size in here. So 10 inches for the width and then 10 inches for the height as well. All right. So I just can double click on this, or I go here and then create it. All right. So now I have it created. So this is the file menu here that is on the top here, and then that's what you're going to look at today. Right. So we've been away for long, but yeah, we're back. So in the file menu, you can see there are many options in here that you can go with, right? So we are first going with the new, right? The new, that is creating a new document, and with this, we are even new to it. When you go to your home screen, the new file or the new document is the same option that when you come onto the file menu and then new, you have that. So once I click on new, see, I have this same option here. So I can go with this size, that is my custom size. This is A4, I can go with letter, and then web large, which is 9,000, 1920 by 1080 pixels. I can go with the saved here. So saved here, I don't have any saved presets in here. So with this, if I want to have, or I want to get a saved preset in here, that means let me go with recent. So with this one here, 10 inches by 10 inches, I can save this, and then this will become a saved preset in there. So anytime that I want to use it, I just go to the saved, and then I will have that. But uh, okay, so I have this here. Let me go into the next in here, that's the mobile in here. So with this, I have this iPhone X, right? iPhone 876 plus, iPhone 876. I can get all the sizes from here. And then with this one, this doesn't mean that your design is going to be used for only iPhone 6 or maybe only iPhone X or anything. This is just a size, right? Just a page size that you're working with. The same way that you come to web also, you have some web sizes which you can go with, right? And then here print also, right? You have letter A4, right? Print large, legal, tabloid A3, B4, and then B5. This doesn't mean that if you use any of these sizes, it's only for printing. No, it can be for screens as well, right? So we have film and video, and then we have art and illustration. So you can go with any size that you want. If you have your custom size also, you can enter it. Maybe I want to go with 15 inches by 15 inches. So here I first have to make sure that I change the unit of measurement. That's the most important thing that you have to look at, the unit of measurement, because here, if the unit of measurement is at point and then I insert 15 here and then 15 here also, that is going to be very small, right? Not up to the size that I want. So you always have to check the unit of measurement. It's one of the key things when creating a new document. So I come in here, then I'm going for inches, then I can change this here to 15, right? And then this also to 15. So looking at this one here, I've set this to 15 inches, and then this also to 15 inches. So let me go in here and then change it to points so that we see this is giving us 1080 points. So that means if I should insert 15 here, it's not going to be even up to 1 inch. So that's why I said the unit of measurement is very important in here. So I have this in here, and then you have you can go with your advanced options in here. So the color mode, we have RGB color, and then we have CMYK color. So about the color mode, we use RGB. Like RGB, it means red, green, blue. That means if your work is going to be used for screen or going to be used on screens, you go with RGB. Use on a laptop, maybe on a phone, or you're going to be on social media, you go with the RGB. And then if it's going to be printed, you go with the CMYK, that's cyan, magenta, yellow, and then black or key. All right, so I have that, and then the resolution also, that's the raster effects. All right, call it resolution. So that is 72 ppi, that is 72 pixels per inch. And I'm going to use RGB, and then for screen. So for screen, the perfect or the best resolution for it is that is 72 pixels per inch. If it's going to be printed, then I'll go with the 300. Right? But the 300 going to be printed, or sometimes it depends on the size. If the size is very big, you make sure you reduce the resolution, or there's a raster effects in here. For this, as I'm going to maintain the 72, then I click on create, so that yes, I have this one created in here. Right. So next thing, I have the next option. I have new from templates, right? New from templates. So that means you can have the templates in there which you can create a new document from it. So I click on new in here, and then blank template. So there are some templates in here. So we have brochure.ait, that's Adobe Illustrator template. We have banner and presentation. So let me go with the brochure here, then new, right? And then this gives me some brochure sizes in here, right? Yeah. So let me go back to my untitled here. Okay. Next in the, right, I have the open, right? Open. So this is to open, let's say, document. Can use this to open a new document. So go with open, and then okay, I'll go to my documents. I have some files, Illustrator files in there which I can open. So all these ones are Illustrator files in here. Okay, this After Effects. But let me search for one Illustrator file and then open it. So mm, right. So I have some images in here which I can open those ones as well. I want to open an Illustrator file, so I'll go with this one here. Click on this and then open. So this is going to open the file in here. So this is an Illustrator file in here. Right. I can go with file and then to open, and then I'll try and then open. That is a JPEG or a normal image. So with this also, I go with this JPEG, and then I open it. So this has also opened this one for me here. That is in the new document. So you can see in here the documents tab. What this is the previous one that I opened, and then there's the new one that I opened. That is the image. Okay. So let me clear this here. Next in there, we have open recent. So if you check that, these are my recent files. That's the recent file that I've worked on. That's what you have open recent. If you go to your home screen, also they are here. That's the recent files that you've opened, or the recent files you've worked on. They are all in here, which you can access them. So it's the same thing, or the same way as you going to your file and then open recent. You get those same options. Okay, right. Next in here, we have browsing bridge, right? Browsing bridge. Bridge is what a lot of people don't use. But if you go to browse and bridge, bridge is also another Adobe software, right? Which you can keep your files, like your images or other stuff, and then you can open them anytime that you want. Those of us who have been using Photoshop, we see this option as well, browse and bridge. So let me go with browse and bridge, and then yes, yeah, I have the bridge installed in here. So yes, it opens Adobe Bridge in here. So you can browse for any file that you're looking for. Let me go with the browse with documents. Wow, that's responding. Let me wait for that. Okay, so documents, yes, I can browse it for any file that I want. Then I open in Illustrator. So let me close the bridge. Okay, or let me go back to my Illustrator. Let me close it. Okay, so the files are now opening. So right, next in here, right, I have the close. So this close here, it doesn't close the application. Yes, it doesn't close the application that you're using, but it closes the tab. That is the active tab, the tab that you're working on. That's what it closes. So here I have this one. Okay, I select this tab. I go to file and then close. So it will close that. If you've made some changes in the, okay, like this here, I make a change, I make a movement in here. So there is a change has been applied. I go to file and then close. This will ask me to save the changes, whether I want to save the changes or not before I close. So let me cancel this and then undo. Right. Yeah. Next in here, right, you have the close all. So the close all is not going to close only the recent tab or the open tab, but it's going to close all the tabs opened in here. So if I go with file and then close all, it's going to close everything, and then it will take me back to my welcome screen here. Okay, let me tap on this so that I open it again. I go to file in here, I have save. Right, save. Now this save option here is not active. The reason why it's not active is because this here, once I've opened it, there's no change or anything done to it. Or if I should go here and then create a new file in here. With this, yes, I can save it, go to file and then have the save option in here. Right, so I can save this one with a name, let's say S. Okay, so SSS, that's in my document, and then I hit on save. So this is going to save as Illustrator 2020. Yes, okay, then okay, no problem. So I have it saved. Now if I go to file and then um it's saved. Okay, so I have this file and then save, or I can have anything in here, right? And then I go with file and then save. Now there's one thing that confuses that a lot, or confuses people a lot. That is the save and then the save as commands. Let me go with this one here. I go to file and then yes, unless the save option is not active, unless I make a change in here. So let me cancel this. Go for my selection tool. Try to drag this, and then now if I go here in here, I can see the save command being active. Now, one problem that most people have that is with save and then save as is with this save, uh, like saving an object or a file for the first time. You can either go with the save or the save as command, and they are all going to work. But one thing is, you see with this file in here, I have it saved with a name already, or I have this one here saved with a name already. But using the save as, maybe I want to do a change and then save that change. But saving that change, I don't want that change to affect the old file that I have. Right? I don't want that change to affect the old file that I have. So I'll select this in here and then maybe delete it. And then I want to save this one as a new file. But I don't want the old one to change either. That is when I'll go to file and then I'll go for the save as. So I go with save as in here. And then this time I'm not going to give the same name, because if I give the same name, it's going to replace the old one in there. So this I'll add maybe 1 to it, then I go with save. So save, yes, Adobe Illustrator 2020, then okay. So now if I go to my home, my welcome screen, I have in here the old one here, and then I have this one also there, so I can still have access to this one and then work with it. Right. So that is the difference between the save and then the save as. Next in here, we have here save a copy. So I can save a copy as this one also as an Illustrator file in here. So it's that is, see, it adds copy to the name .ai, that is .adobe Illustrator. So let me cancel this in here. Go there again. I have your save selected slides. Now a slice, right? Making slice in here. Let me go with this one here, and then delete. And then talking about this in here, we've already talked about slices like in the old lessons or in the previous lessons. So with this, yeah, let me change the color and then make make a duplicate. Right, holding on Alt, then it gives me those two arrows. Then I can click and drag to make a copy or a duplicate. Right. So now let me go to my objects, right, and then slice. Okay, so I'll go with make. So I have these slices in here. I can go to my file menu, right, and then how I have here save selected slices, right? Save selected slices. So I go with this in here, right, and then I'll save the selected slices. So this I'm going to save as let's say images only .gif file. Okay, then I can save that. So it's going to save as a GIF file in here. Right, so that is saving slices, and then you can scroll back or go back to the previous lessons, and then you see the slices or look at the slices, and then you know what the slices are about. Right. So let me cancel this in here, then go back to it again. Now with this here, the version history, yes, I'm going to look at it. We are going to look at it another time. There's a new option which is what's in here, right, in the new version. So we will take time to look at all the new things or the new commands which been added in Adobe Illustrator. Right. So let's skip this one and then we go with this one, save as template. So with this here, you see open from templates. You can save as templates as well. So I go in here and then save as template. So it goes into the black template. I can give it a name and then see the name here is .ait. So that is .adobe Illustrator template. So once you have this saved as a template, anytime you want to open a template, like how we went in here, right, to open from templates, you can also go in there to open it once you save the file as a template. So this I'll save it okay in here. So sss.ait Adobe Illustrator template. So I save this yes, okay, so save. So let me go in there to file and then um open, oh sorry, new from template. So I go with this one here. Let me search for the SSS. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Wow, not finding it in here. So let me go back. Okay, let me go back and then have it saved again. So save as template. Oh, okay, saved in here rather. Okay, so let me go back and then go to edit. Sorry, it's from file and then I go with new from template. So new from template, is that okay? Go with this user, okay. Then go with users. Okay, yes. So this is it. Right. So I go with this and then new. Okay. Okay, so once I have that, yes, it opens that. So you see I have it untitled here, right? So that is a template. So I save this as a template. So you can have a work in there and then save it as a template. Anytime you need this, you can go for it and then make changes to it. So let me go back in there and then have this here revert, right? Revert. So revert a work is with this one here. Let me go with okay, this in here. See, I have this one here and then it was saved. So opening it, or when I opened it, as I opened it, I haven't made any change in here. So with the file menu, if I go in there, the revert is not active. Now once I come in here, let me make a change to this one by rotating it. So I rotate this, that is a change in here. Now if I go there, I'll have the revert being active. That is to take it back to the last save state. right? It will take it back to the last state, saved state. That means it's going to clear every change that you've made, like when you opened it, right? That is where the reverse works in here. So yes, reverse, and then it takes it to it's the last saved state. Go in there again, you have the search Adobe stock, like search Adobe stock. This was going to take you online. So you search Adobe stock, right? So you go with search Adobe stock, it's going to open online, and then on Adobe stock you're going to get maybe hot Adobe stock, right? So you can search for whichever that you want in here, and then you get that, right? Yeah, but I think you have to get an account, that's an Adobe account in there before you can go with that. Go there again, and then you have place. So place is like opening a file, right, or opening something in Illustrator. So let me go with in here. I can go with something, right, and then I drop it in here. So I can drag, okay, I can drag and drop this in here. So having this drag and drop in here, right, I can as well go to, let me delete this. I can go to file, and then I go to place. So that's the shortcut is Shift Control P. So I go with place, documents, and then I can go with any file that I want, right? So I guess I'll go with, okay, right, I'll go with this in here, and then place. Once I click on place, it's showing me this in here. So with this, I'll click and drag so that it takes the portion that I did a selection. Right, so this is the placing. So it's either you drag and drop, or you go with the place, and then you place your object or your image in here, right? And then there's this logo here was also designed with Illustrator, right? Let me delete this. So go to file again here. So we have export selection, right? Export selection. Sorry, we have export first, and then we have export selection. So export in here, you can export for screen, right? Export for screen. So I export this for screen, right? And then I go with export artboard, and then this is going to export this as an image or as a JPEG. Okay, the format is PNG. I can change the format from PNG to PNG8 or JPEG in here, SVG or PDF. Right, so once I save, I'm going to get that. That's with the file format that I will choose. Let me cancel this, and I go there to again. I have export, and then I have exporters. So with this exporters options also, I can come in here and then change it to any of the file format or the file sizes or the file types in here. Then I save. Right. Okay. Right. Let me go in there again. Okay, so let me go with the exporters, and then talk about something. But before that, let me come in here and then add an artboard to it. So I create this artboard in here, and then let me have this in here. So with this, I'm going to talk about artboard. You see, I have this is one artboard, this is also another artboard. So how do I save so that I get both on separate pages or both as separate images? With that, this is how you go about that. Let me go with the file menu, then I go with export, and then export as. So export as in here, I'll go with use artboards, right? Use artboards, and then I can go with all, or I can go with range. So the range is 1 and 2. That is if I'm saving in here, it's going to save this here as a different image, and then the other one also is this one here as a different image, right? So that is how it works. So you go with use artboards, and then you can go with all the artboards, or you can go with range. With this, yes, I have 1 and 2, or only 2 artboards in here, so the range is 1 and 2. If I was to have 10 artboards, I can go with 1 to 10, or I can choose to save 1 to 5. And then even with this one, I can choose to save only 1. And then if you have multiple artboards, let's say 10 artboards, and then you want to save some of the artboards, maybe you want to save 1, 7, and then 10. With that one, you won't separate it with the hyphen, you separate it with commas, or you separate them with commas. Okay, going in here to file again, So here I have export selection. So this is a selected object. That means I'm exporting only this one here. That's the selected object in here. I think yes, I didn't talk about save for web legacy, save for web into bracket legacy. So looking at the slides too, right? When we were looking at the slides too, I think we looked at this in here, the save for web legacy in here. So I urge you to go back to the previous lesson so that you look at that one in there. Right. Here also I have the export selection. So I can go with this. I have the selected object. So this is a selected object, and then I can export the assets. Right. It's going to save as a PNG. I can change the file type in here. Then I save as that file type. Right. Cancel this in here. Let me go with this again, right? And then this. So I have package, right? Package. Now packaging, right, is I can package this one here and then go and work on it on a different machine or laptop, right? So to package something or packaging this in here, let me go to the file, right? And then go to package, right? So I click on this here. I document what I said before. Okay, so let me save this in here. So that's in my document as a folder. Okay, so package and then okay, so show package. Now this is going to save in the folder or as a package. It's going to package everything in here, and then it's going to open that package for me. Okay, okay, let me try and then find it in here. Okay, so right, I have it opened in here. So that is the package. So the package I have in here is that is Daniel Nakote, that is report. So this is going to give us a text documentation about whatever we have in the file or in this document. So with this, yes, I can see the package report, right? The document's name, this is the name of the document. The color mode is RGB, and the color profile is sRGB, right? The rulers units, right? That's in inches. The output dimension 10 by 10, right? As we can see in there. Right? So show images in outlines mode, that's off. So we have all this ones giving us information about the file that we are working with. Next in here, we have here the file itself, right? The file itself, and then we have the fonts used in there. So yes, I use Acquire Bold and then Rewrite Pro, right, regular in here. So how this is, maybe if I should copy this one here to a different machine and then I want to work on this, the reason why it's added the fonts is the person might not have the fonts that I used in here installed on his or her machine that is with this font, right? And this the person might just have these fonts installed on his or her machine. So in that case, that's why the packaging says the fonts used in here as well, so that if I should take this to a different machine and then I don't have these fonts installed on the machine, it won't show me or it won't come as missing fonts, or yes, it will show as missing fonts, right? Because this one the person will not have it installed. So that's why it packages that one also, so that you can install it and then have access to it, and then you'll be able to work with it. Okay, so sometimes it's good to go with packaging. If you move your file to a different machine and then work with them, it's good to package your file. Okay. Next in here, you have scripts, right? Scripts here have image tracing, which you can use to trace an image. I have save docs as PDF and then save docs as SVG. We have other scripts here. I don't have any other script in here. Now, scripts, how scripts works in Adobe Illustrator is scripts are like some commands like which have been programmed. Like the commands have been programmed, so you just have to go for that, and then you have the script. So this, if I should go with save doc as PDF, right, it's going to I just have to choose my location, maybe my PC document, and then I go with OK, and then this is going to save this file as a PDF. Right? There are a lot of Illustrator scripts which you can download online and then use them. There are commands there, right, written in codes or already written there, which will aid you work faster. Right? Okay. So next in there, we have the document setup. So if I go with this, the document setup. So this is a document setup. The unit of measurement I'm using is in inches, right? And then the bleed options are in here. So I can show images in outline mode, right? I can highlight substituted glaze, right? So the grid size, it's medium. I can change all those ones in here and then go with OK. Or if I don't want those changes, I just exit that. Next in there, right, you have the document color mode, right? The document color mode. So creating the new document, I went in for RGB. If maybe the work you went in for RGB, but you later realize the work is going to be printed, you can just come in here to file, right, and then to the document color mode, and then you change the color mode from RGB to CMYK, or if CMYK, you can change it to RGB. Okay, also we have the file info. This gives us information about the file. It gives us information about the file. So the document title, this is a document title, and then some other information, camera data, its origin, IP, CC, and then all these other options in there which you can go with, right? And then it will give you information about the file. And that's the file info. Here we have print, right? Print, that is Control P as a shortcut. If you want to print your work, we go with that. Yes, I don't have any printer that's connected to my machine or installed here, right? But if you want to print, if you have a printer installed or the drivers installed, and then you have a printer connected, you can print this in here. And then the last one in here, we have the exit. So going with the exit here, this will close the application. I see the close, it closes only the tabs, but exit is going to close all the application. The shortcut here is Control and then Q. So I can go with exit in here. Now this is going to close everything in here, and then see the application has been closed in here. Right. So yes, that's with the file menu in Adobe Illustrator. Next, right, you're going to look at the next menu, that's the edit menu in Illustrator. Right. So feel free and then leave any comment in there. Right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, and then you like our channel. Right. Yes, we are bringing you more, right, and we'll continue to bring you more. Very soon we'll start giving out the tutorials for Photoshop, right? So stay tuned, right? And then turn on your notification button so that whenever we drop a tutorial or a video, you just have the notification, you come and then you watch it. Thank you.